Okay, this is quite bad.
Oh wow.
Drive carefully.
Okay, I'm now camouflaged. Some comedy. Minnie is lining up. Hi, Madam C, and welcome to my studio. This isn't a car show, Adam. What's going on? Well, I've got a few things to tell you about car shows. Now, I do still get a few people asking me how I find out about all these events that I go to, and I'm pleased to announce that today and tomorrow I'm going to 2 car shows. Today's a Thursday and tomorrow's a Friday, but having an event on a Thursday is very rare. Tonight's event is Classics at the Clubhouse Roll-Up, and it's a monthly event on the last Thursday of every month, and it's for classic cars. Tomorrow's event is German versus Japanese. They're having a pizza night, and for both these nights it's going to be a little bit rainy. Now, unfortunately, CarHuddle.com, which is what I'm going to tell you about today, can't help with the weather, but it can help you with finding out car shows in your area, whether you be in the UK or anywhere else in the world. It also lets you know the nearest Shell petrol station for your fueling needs as well as that. So, my girlfriend is actually part of the organisation of Roll Up tonight, and they added their event to CarHuddle.com because it is a great way for you to reach a great exposure for your event. Anyone can browse through CarHuddle and find your event, whether they be local or not. See, it's got a handy map feature down at the bottom as well. So I can see that tonight's event is a relaxed evening for anyone with a passion for classic cars or bikes. I have been told that due to the weather they are accepting modern cars, so I will not be taking my Cobra down today. That was originally the plan, but unfortunately I will be taking my 350Z and seeing if anyone else brings their classics out. So if you want to create an event of yours on CarHuddle, all you need to do is create a free account and use the very easy to use input page to create your event and share it worldwide. Now, if you want to go to an event that I'm going to be at, because there are hundreds and thousands of events on CarHuddle, I won't be at every single one of them, I can tell you about one that's coming up on the 13th of September. Obviously, if you're watching this video after then, I'm sorry, that has already happened. This is 2020 we are talking about as well, but BPJ Modified are hosting an event in the Peak District in Buxton, and I have been invited along as a special guest. So I will be there in 1 or 2 of the cars, probably just one of them, and that will depend on the weather, as I just mentioned. There will be thousands of modified and supercars in attendance, and it costs just £3 to enter. So check out the description below for the link to the CarHuddle event for BPJ Modify's event on the 13th of September, which is a Sunday, and you can join me at an upcoming car meet. So on with Classics at the Clubhouse Roll-Up. So, as I'm sure you're very aware, it's pouring rain still. If anything, it's got worse, and classic car owners don't tend to bring their cars out in these conditions. So it will be interesting to see how many have chanced the weather. It's unfortunate because this is the first roll-up that Classics at the Clubhouse have done since everything happened earlier in the year. And so it'll be interesting to see how many people actually do take their classics out today. But it is a great shame, this weather, but I'm looking forward to seeing it anyway, because you know I'm a bit of a nut. Okay, this is quite bad. I can't see many cars attending today. So I am nearing Sanford Springs now, and as you can probably tell, I've somehow brought the sunshine. I have no idea how that's happened. The wind seems to be very strong, so it's blown all the clouds over. Well, that's how it's happened basically. So hopefully that means that the classics will emerge. As a Mark II Golf driving the wrong way. That was a Mark 1 Golf, my bad. So here we are, Sanford Springs, which is where the car meet will be held today. So we've got a VXR8 and a Ute have just turned up. Not quite the classics, I'm sure these are their daily cars. I was actually looking at these on Auto Trader early today. Most people seem to have brought their daily modern cars along. There is an Alpine A110. Apparently an MGB is just turning up behind the Subaru. Yes, 71 MGB Roadster with the fish mouth grille and the row styles. Oh wow, a Peugeot 205 with the rally livery. I like that a lot. Yes. Next we have a Mark 1 MX-5 with a Ferrari 456 behind it. Pop-up crew. Okay, this one redefines the classic genre. That's quite a bit older than some of the other cars that's turned up. There's also a Cayman GT4 behind it. Lovely. Some hot rodding going on. also got a Jeep rolling by, and a Saab with some racing stickers has just turned up. It would be rude of me not to do a sticker showcase. Her behind, Rusty Wing, miles behind, Misfire, Thruxton, Monaco, Le Mans. So a closer look at the 205 with its brand new throttle bodies. I believe the VXR8s are starting up to depart. Lovely. Got the bucket seats in the blue gloves, and of course the fantastic livery, which is completely yellow at the rear. There we go. Interestingly different sounding cars. You would not do that if you had a 6-litre V8, would you? A lovely classic Beetle turning up with Porsche wheels, looking massive on it. I believe these wheels to be off a Porsche 968. And we've even had a McLaren 570S turn up, which is finished in volcano orange with some white pinstriping around the bottom of the car. But that's pretty much that from the Classics in the Clubhouse meet. I will catch up with you tomorrow for tomorrow's event. Oh, we have police pulled over a moped for being a moped. There's police cars there. So welcome to day 2. This is German versus Japanese at a new location. So we are excited and ready to go. We are a little bit late, not too late. There are the police cars. So we are just arriving now. I'm in my high-vis, like I am a policeman officer as well. Here is Bockett's Farm Park. There should be some cuddly animals here as well, although I doubt we'll see them today. Good evening. I do. Thank you. I saw,
Yeah, they went to go get pizza apparently.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, any cuddly animals?
Oh, well, you might be able to see some. You can see some sheep over there. But the farm park's closed.
Oh.
Just to come back another day.
Yeah. Well, we earmarked this place to come, just like to visit the farm, and then it's only down the road. We're like, oh, it's that farm, of course. Now we have an entertaining slalom to start the day with. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
He did just say, drive carefully.
He did.
Oh, chicane. Lovely.
You got sheep and cows and cockles and rabbits and chicks and pigs and goats and horses. Catching them crims. Alright?
Mate, if you just pop down the end, this all Marshall's sorting it all down.
Lovely, thank you.
Cheers, mate.
So we are in the Japanese half of German versus Jap. German is that side.
Dog.
Where? Oh yeah. The police car in the German lineup.
There's another dog. Please don't run over the dog. He looks happy.
Okay, let's have a look around. So we have the BMW 5 Series, the engine is running, it is a diesel, and I am matching tonight. Ironically, I'm now camouflaged in my high-vis hoodie. So a little bit of darkness has happened because we just had pizza. There is a pizza van down there, so that was our main priority. We're gonna have a little look around at the Japanese and German cars. The police car has unfortunately left, or fortunately, if you're a Chaser owner. There is a brown Toyota Chaser there with a spoiler. You may have noticed the Daihatsu Copen next to us, who I reckon used to have a Mark 1 MX-5 potentially. On the other side we have two 370Zs and a A90 Supra. Beyond the Boss Cars R34 we actually have a mobile dyno going on. Everyone's crowded around. We've got lots and lots of Volkswagens and Seats. So please do write in the comments, are you team Japanese or team German? It will be interesting to see how many of each country actually turned up. Now re-entering the Japanese side with the Evo 8 and Evo 10, we also have obviously two MX-5s and a chrome blue Nismo 370Z. We've got a GTR, we've got a Subaru lineup, even more MX-5 and a S13. This is a maroon 200SX with the spoiler on the back. And venturing down, we can actually see that the Japanese section fills us out somewhat, but the German section is still buzzing. So for the final bunch of the Japanese cars, we've got the Civic, we've got a 370Z convertible in blue, a blue 350Z, and an R33. I've noticed a Porsche Boxster here, which has gold wheels. There they are, matching the golden stripe. Even more German cars, we've got a VR6 Corrado and an Audi with brave blue wheels. Unfortunately the lighting is a bit grey today, but it's okay. We can light it up with another combo shot with my hoodie. I mean, the Scirocco is trying to be colourful with the satin chameleon wrap. There we go, another combo shot, colourful. Yes. So admittedly the whole reason I bought this hoodie was so I could match. And you may have noticed the Golf, not a Golf, that's two cars down. So it's something of a turquoise shade of blue with the orange stripes giving it the Golf effect. They've even gone for a bit of blue pinstriping to also adhere to the Golf logo and brand. Obviously not forgetting the doors that go up. I don't want to call them Lambo doors. We also have an E46 with a spoiler at the end of the German lot, who is proud to share his enthusiasm. Now unfortunately, partially to the greyness of the weather and the darkness of the night, it's getting a bit difficult to film some of the cars and show their true colours, so I'll try my best, but I'm sure I'll be wrapping up the video fairly soon. So I've turned on low light mode. We've got the E92 M3 leaving and a Cooper S revving. We've got the Golf R next to the E46 M3, which will go back up the track to the German section up the hill. The Lancer Evo 10 is leaving. There's also a lineup of Porsche 997, C63 and a Golf GTI in yellow with a carbon bonnet and wings. You can notice colourful windscreen wrap as well. I'm literally swapping from German to Jap to Jap to German. We've got the GT4 next to the Subaru with the Subaru livery on it. People say I don't film enough Celica GT4s, so here you go. A Celica GT4 next to an R33 with some weight-saving issues and some comedy. Something I didn't notice, with the lineup of MX-5s and the S13 200 SX, we have an S13 180 SX and another MX-5. Once again, here is the brown Toyota Chaser with a very large spoiler on the back of it and some window tinting, representing Team Jap of German versus Japanese, with humour on his spoiler as well. And the MX-5 next to him has clear rears. Seems that Mini is lining up for a dyno session. We've got a 350Z that looks a lot like oh, it is right. Civic's got purple bits on it. But as it is now getting a little bit dark, I'm going to end the video now. So I hope you enjoy that. They were 2 days of two very different car events, both in the lovely British weather. So check out CarHuddle.com if you want to find out about all these events I go to, including German versus Jap, classic car shows, supercar shows, and everything in between. And follow me on CarHuddle for all the events that I go to. But for now, thanks for watching.